Mirko, here at the 24th World Energy Congress with Siemens Gas and Power, one of the key topics you have is taking complexity out. Now, when you look at all of the changes and the transition going in the energy transition, and all of the new technologies, the new business models, the new everything coming at transmission networks, how do you work with your customers to make it simpler? Because it is quite complex. How do you manage that complexity?
Right. So first of all, thank you very much. I mean, what we really do right now is we see that the energy transition moves us from a central generated power to a renewable generated power, which is decentral.
Yep.
So that means the grid has changed. First of all,
fundamentally,
in the beginning, the grid task was to have a reliable power, and we did it in a very small circuit. Now, when we have a decentral power, so we have to manage the distance in between. The approach of our customers, of course, that is just connecting a grid.
Yeah.
I mean, we are specialists in that. We have tools how we simulate our grids and how we can show them how the grids work together. And this gives us the chance to show our customers how a grid works, what they need, and what we can do to improve the efficiency of their grid.
And obviously, if they want to add renewables here, and there's load coming in and off in different parts of the grid, you can simulate all that, so they can plan as to what will happen when this happens and whatever.
Exactly. This is part of the system, because our customers today are confronted with a lot of people who wanted to generate power.
Yeah, agreed.
In the past we had only a few power plants, but at every corner,
simpler.
Exactly. At every corner we have a solar plant, we have wind farms, we have everything just around, and our customers have to understand what does it mean for the grid when this is implemented. And at the end, it's only the connection of a plant, it's only a connection to the consumers, but then what happens in between, we have to simulate, we have to show how less investment drives efficiency up, and at the same time, how can we manage the whole topic, even if it gets in adverse conditions. If you have a storm, if parts of the grid fail,
there's a blackout in some other country or some other part of the network.
And that is what we do now for many years. And now with the renewables, it gets a new complexity in, but at the end, it still stays the same topic. It's just a connection between the generation to the consumer.
Okay.
And that what is in between is something we can simulate, where we have products, where we have solutions, and where we can show how it works.
And now, when it comes to innovation, and even in the transmission networks, sometimes we often get carried away with, well, it's all digitalization, right? We're digitizing everything. And I come from the digitalization world, so whatever, that's the world I used to live in. But I look at what's happening in transmission networks, and you guys are using superconductors, you're using solid-state devices, there's gas-insulated underground transmission lines. There's innovation coming in chemistry, materials, manufacturing processes. Adding to the complexity, or does it make it easier?
Just to pick you up, digitalization is important for us because the first thing what we have to know is what happens where.
True.
Sensors, get it somewhere in a cloud, or
if you don't have visibility, well,
exactly.
You can't do anything.
This is there where we really start, where we say we have to understand what happens where, and where we have automated processes in certain conditions. What is the reaction of the grid?
Yep.
So that's digital, and this is there where we do a lot of innovation with cloud-based services and things like that. The second one is we have new technologies, and you gave a few of them, but I would like to give you that what at the moment has the biggest impact.
Yeah.
Power electronics.
Okay.
To control a grid with power electronic means use DC as a transmission link, HVDC or MVDC. Control the power flow via UPFC or via STATCOM. Get reactive power out of the grid. So that is against STATCOM.
That's one of the biggest challenges.
Invert energy, because solar farms provide DC, but our whole grid works with AC. And all that is power electronics, which means we have a little semiconductor, and at the end we put a software on top of it who says what it should do. And then we are back to digitalization. Where are you from?
But it is fascinating to see that the amount of, let's say, innovation, new technologies, they've been looking at new semiconductors, new superconducting materials. It is fascinating in terms of just adding to the efficiency of the transmission lines, reducing the losses, the efficiency. It's not just the same old cables that you were using 50 years ago that are being deployed, right?
That is exactly the point. At the end, it's a huge asset, and we have to make sure that the investment of our customers is really efficient, and that we don't impact the society more than necessary. And that is exactly that where we are looking at. First of all, we would like to power electronics help us to utilize existing systems more than has been done in the past.
Okay.
Digitalization helps us to predict how the grid will behave in terms of aging or in terms of adverse weather conditions.
Plus you can add in the whole predictive maintenance and whatever, right?
Exactly. All these stuff is that where our innovation goes to. And last but not least, we have now facilities where we exclude SF6 as the isolation medium.
Ah, yes.
Where we, with our blue lines switchgear, what we have, and on the other side also where transformer oil, which of course was a dangerous equipment, now is replaced by an E-step, which is not that anymore. So these are the product innovations we have made.
I saw the new transformers and stuff taking out the SF6 and European Utility Week last year. They're actually smaller as well.
Right.
So not only you don't have the chemicals and the if anything ever spilled, there was a whole process and whatever. So it's more efficient and it's smaller. So
exactly.
It ticks a lot of the boxes.
Exactly, and use the existing as much as we can. Innovate there where it is required to drive the efficiency up. So that's actually there where we want to go.
Wow. Okay. Hey, I wish you well. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.